Hey everyone, how's it going? Corey, The War Within. I wanted to recap training day 8, which was yesterday for me. So yesterday was a big day. I kind of got a wild hair at my butt. I've been pushing the distance lately on all my events. So just to recap, Saturday I went out and hit a 20-mile bike ride, which the bike ride for the triathlon is 24 miles. And then directly afterwards, I went into a 2-mile run. I guess triathletes call that a brick. So what was happening was I wanted to push some distance on the bike and then see how the run would be afterwards. And quite honest, the run was pretty not hard, but it wasn't easy either. I actually came out running way faster of a pace than I had anticipated. So I just learned that I'd have to slow my run down. I'm staying strong with it. Sunday went into a 4-mile run, very slow pace just to get the distance down. I don't think I've run 4 miles since I've gotten out of the Marine Corps, which was exactly 4 years ago. So that was pretty fun. And then yesterday, so yesterday was training day 8. That was Monday. Man, I went kind of crazy. So I was kind of riding a high off of that bike ride that I did on Saturday, just knowing that I could push that distance, and I was feeling really good after that bike ride. I kind of like felt addicted in a way. I could see how triathletes talk about that. So I came home yesterday from school and I was like, all right, I want to put some miles down on the bike. And I ended up going from my house all the way out to the coast, out to the Pacific, which turned out to be just shy of 33 miles, and I did that right around 2 hours, and that was crazy. And my thing was, I already knew that I was going to be going out swimming that night later on. I was going to be doing an open water, open ocean swim, which was, to me, for some reason, when I was in the Marine Corps, I was able to do it, but I was around all my Marines, and having that mentality of being a Marine kind of made it seem invincible, or made me seem invincible. So now it was completely different going back out there. There's a lot of fear involved in that, and I didn't think that I was gonna swim too far. I thought maybe I was gonna do a 500 with like someone that was part of the group, and we were just gonna play around with different techniques and all this other stuff. So I didn't think I was gonna get a lot of workout. That wasn't the case. When I showed up, I met with the Tri Club out here and got my wetsuit on, and we all of a sudden just headed out. There was no like instruction or anything like that. It was just like, all right, sink or swim. And they ended up swimming, I believe, 2.4 miles. So the buoy was out at a mile, 1.2 miles. Let's just say I didn't make it. I had a lot of gear issues. I wasn't used to that wetsuit. I was kind of swimming all on my own, trying to chase these people. My mask had fogged up, and man, it was a crazy experience. But on the way in, I kind of met up with these 2 older ladies that were part of the group that decided to swim a short distance, and it was way easier on the way back in. For some reason, I kind of got to relax, and my goggles stopped fogging up, and man, I'll tell you, it was crazy. But it leads me to what I want to discuss today, and in doing so, I don't know if you guys could see. Why the fuck is it so? Anyway, I don't know if you guys could see, but I got a pretty good tan going on. And what I can tell you now is this. One thing I noticed is in doing this triathlon, my relationship with nature has changed big time. I'm outside way more often. And to be quite honest with you, and hippies say this all the time, and I hear it all the time on like these motivational posts and stuff like that. And being a lover of nature myself, everyone always talks about nature being medicine, and that we need to get out in nature more to help out with stress and relieve stress. I'm going to tell you quite honestly, I 100% believe that now. As I get outside more and more, and I'm more in the open, and I'm not trapped inside of my house, or I'm not trapped in traffic, or I'm not trapped in some type of building where I have to talk about my PTSD, or talk to a psychiatrist or whomever. I'm out in nature, and I feel more open and free. The crazy aspect too is the interactions that occur, like yesterday. Man, I'll tell you, at one point I was completely alone, and then upsurfaced a seal literally like 10 feet away from me. And that seal probably swam with me for probably a good 100 yards. And then after that I turned around and he started following me back. It was crazy. Like, this thing was literally like playing with me the entire time. It was a little scary at first, but at the same time too, it was just like, man, this is insane. Like, you're not gonna get these types of experiences if you're just sitting in your house playing video games all the time. And there was something just very comforting about having that relationship, because like I said, fear kind of arose at first, and now I looked at it as super fun, and I looked at it as me being back in the element that I was supposed to be back into. So with that said, the challenge that I present to you guys today is this: start looking for ways for you to get back out in nature, whether it be hiking, whether it just be walking, whether it actually be getting a bike. Like I said, man, I talk about how freeing that feeling is to be on a bike and just going out and being part of the elements. It's pretty gnarly, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's scary. It is very scary, but I also think that it's one of those things that we got to start moving back into. So yeah, environment is huge. Getting back into nature is huge. If you guys have any stories or anything like that about getting back out into nature, or your connections with nature, or how you feel when you get out into nature, like camping and such, feel free to share them in the comments. Again, please like and share the War Within YouTube page. And as always, I have a GoFundMe page, the War Within Triathlon Fund. So if you have the ability, please donate. Talk to you guys later. Thanks.